DC Multiverse!
How's it going once again, super friends? Welcome back to my channel and to my brief review of the McFarlane Collector Edition Deathstroke action figure. Ooh, look at all those guns. Deathstroke the Terminator. And on the back of the box, we have a fantastic rad image of Deathstroke standing on a rooftop, looking like he's just had a job well done, which is kind of scary because a job well done for Deathstroke means he's just killed someone. All right. And all out of the package, we can see that he comes with his trading card, which looks pretty good. The back has that data file as always. Feel free to pause if you'd like to. He also comes with another interchangeable set of trigger finger hands that of course go with this large arsenal of guns. He comes with a sidearm pistol with scope, as well as, I think that's an AK-47. And then this one right here with a giant magazine for ammo. And then this one right here as well, which not quite as big, but still, wow, that's a lot of firepower, Deathstroke, geez. As well as, of course, the ever-present action figure base for Deathstroke to stand on. Here he is with McFarlane's two contemporary takes on Deathstroke the Terminator. And as much as I like the colors of the one on the right and the one on the left, that Rebirth Terminator is so accurate to the comic, the one in the middle will always be my favorite. I love this look for Deathstroke the Terminator. And then here now I have him standing in between two other classic versions of Deathstroke the Terminator. And man, it's really challenging. I love the colors on the brand new one, but these other ones here, the one from DC Icons on the left and the DC Universe Classics on the right, I mean, they're hard figures to beat. No doubt about it. So I still am, the jury's out on which one I like better at this point. Now, considering this Deathstroke figure came with so many firearms, which is great because for the longest time McFarlane wasn't giving us guns, it sure would have been nice had he have came with his classic sword to go with this classic look right here for Deathstroke. I mean, they have the sword made right here. Why not just included in the package? Plus, Deathstroke uses a bow staff as well. This version of Deathstroke pretty much always had a bow staff. And look, we have one right here that is pretty much perfect that they could have included in the package. I'm pretty sure that this bow staff came with Tim Drake at one point. But for some reason, they opted not to give him these weapons, which is strange considering this version of Deathstroke had his sword, he had a sidearm, he had a bow staff, and he always had a larger gun. Those were his base weapons. Just having a more up-close and impersonal in-hand look at Deathstroke, we can see that he does have a whole lot of newly sculpted parts. They really wanted to go all out with him because we have the belt, which I know is new. I think the trunks are new, but I definitely know that the belt is new. I'm going to assume that the holster, which is attaching to the belt there, I'm going to assume that that's new. Of course, we have the biceps. I'm pretty sure the bicep parts are new. The chest is new. It looks like the abdomen is new. I'm going to go out on a limb and say maybe the legs are new, but I feel like I've seen them somewhere before. I have so many Multiverse figures that I can't even always remember where they came from now. And then the boots, the top of the boots look like a brand new sculpt. The bullets that go around his chest here, they appear to be a brand new sculpt. And of course, the head sculpt is a brand new sculpt, which doesn't look too bad, by the way. You can see his eye there. I'm not sure. I think that I generally like the look of just the white in the eye better than seeing the eyeball, but it doesn't look bad. That's just a matter of my preference. I think they did a good job on this head sculpt for Deathstroke the Terminator. And it is nice that on the gauntlets, they included all of the paint deco that's supposed to be there that goes around the edge of his gauntlets. And that metallic blue and gold around his neck right here, that also looks really good. So far, yeah, this figure, as far as looks goes, is a fantastic McFarlane figure. It's probably one of his best villains to date, I would say. I wonder how articulated he is, though, so let's find out. He gets, oh, well, that's more than I was expecting for the top of the leg there, the approximation of a thigh cut. Of course, he's got double jointed knees that crunch up adequately. He's got the rounded shaped hinge in the ankle, and that is pretty good. You can see he's also got the piece of toe articulation. When you open that up, you got that McFarlane style groin. Pretty good. Ratchety joint, groin out like that, forward that far, back that far, splay of legs. Yeah, I don't know, not too bad, not too great as far as that, but that's because the trunk's always getting in the way. Then he has a ball-jointed waist here. It's very tight. Ooh, I'm sure with more posing this will loosen up. It's clearly going to go 360. The torso will go 360 as well, but it actually has a really good amount of articulation. That range is actually really good for Deathstroke, which is not something we always see with McFarlane figures. We have the rounded socket, we have the rounded hinge. There's your T-pose to see how far the arms go up and down. We've also got the 360 bicep swivel and the full range with that shoulder. We have the double jointed elbows that I'm assuming they're both going to crunch up just the same. Yeah, not bad at all. You've got the wrist with the shaped wrist hinge right there, the rounded wrist hinge with plenty of articulation. And then you've got the head sculpt, which is on a ball joint. And looks down that, looks up that, and kind of bobbles all around. Yeah, that's not bad. That is not a bad amount of articulation for this Deathstroke the Terminator assassin figure. So now what do I think about this Deathstroke the Terminator action figure? Is it good or is it garbage? Is it bodacious or is it bogus? Well, honestly, I really like this figure. I would have liked to see some changes, as in it would have been nice, like I mentioned before, to get the sword, to get a bow staff with him as well. That would have been quite fantastic. While we're at it, these are supposed to be collector figures, so it would have been cool if we got another Deathstroke head, an unmasked Slade Wilson head. I think that would have been also a worthwhile pack-in, and it would have made this even more appealing to a lot of collectors. But overall, bang for buck, I feel like this is actually a very worthwhile pickup. If you're a Deathstroke fan, if you're a Teen Titans fan, if you're a Batman fan, I feel like this guy is one you're probably not going to want to miss. Anyway, that's all from me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you with the next one. Have a DC day, everybody, and take care.